Okay, hi Bill, it's Kevin V7ZD here, and just going to show you the characteristics of this. And so, as you can see, here's my radio. I have a Elecraft KX3, I have a KX3, have some additional equipment, an amplifier and that kind of thing, and it's all working normally. My waterfall is over on the second screen here, so there's the initial setup. Now you wanted to see settings, so let me bring those up. And so this is what I have for settings. So hopefully you can do a capture or something on that. Here's what I have for radio. Right, and the one thing that could possibly be an issue is that I'm using MacLogger DX, and I'm using, so in order for the cat control, I use the DX Lab Suite Commander. But what I would say, let's see any other settings first off. Audio reporting frequencies. That's probably all you need. And so in any case, let me close this down. Here's MacLogger over here. I can show you MacLogger's settings, which is probably irrelevant, but I'll go look at the radio settings there. And under the general settings, actually let me look at, oh wait a minute, what am I saying? That's, here we go to MacLogger, and we'll look at its settings. So under radio, this is where where it's an FTDI driver into the Mac, into an iMac. It's running 1014. I think it's 1014.6, but anyway, it uses the FTDI driver. Everything works fine, and in fact, in Release Candidate 2, everything worked fine all the time. And what I found going to Release Candidate 3, it's the behavior that you're going to see. And so, in any case, I transmitted on 20 meters already, and so let me just choose a guy. We'll just choose a guy and I want to show the behavior. It'll be normal. Right, so I click on this guy, it goes to transmit, come down here and you can see on the KX3 right here, you can see that I'm actually transmitting. Alright, so let's go back up here. I'll go to turn that off, stop transmitting. And what I want to show you now is the behavior, and that I'm on 20 meters. So I'm going to go, just for the sake of, let's go to 10, let's go to 30 meters. So then we'll clear the screen, erase, I'll say tune. Tune has no effect, but here, change antennas, stand by. So I'm going to tune, get everything all set up, and hopefully we're going to see some signals, because that's one of the characteristics. It's when you double click on somebody here. Hopefully we just need one signal coming in. Here's the waterfall, so it looks like things are building. Now we have changed bands, that's the only thing we've done. Okay, so here's a guy. V4HQ, let's be nice, we're not going to carry through, but in any case, watch, I'm going to double click. I'm going to double click on this guy. So you get transmit over here, I enable transmit, and look down at the radio. See how over here there's no output. Right, and now, and in fact, let's let it, at this point, right, we're halfway through the sequence, so we'll let the next sequence start. I'll show you this a couple of times. The next sequence is going to start, then I'm going to start calling. See, it has the transmit message, go down here, see the transmit audio? I'm overmodulating a little bit. I generally want to keep it about 4 bars, but you see that it is transmitting down there. Alright, so let's halt. And now we're going to go back to 20 meters. So we go back to 20, I change antennas, tune up. And this has no effect or whatever. And now we're going to erase the screen just for clarity. We're going to wait till somebody shows up, and then what I'm going to do is double click again. Okay, so here's a signal via Whiskey Alpha 4 Hotel Romeo. So I'm going to double click on him. Look, I go to transmit. Transmit says I'm transmitting. And look down here, we are getting some audio, so this is negating my example. So let's try that again. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to 30 meters. I'm going to tune. Okay, so everything's all matched up. We're going to clear here. We'll wait for a signal to come in. Of course, it's Murphy's Law, right? You've seen it once anyway, and one time so there's a signal. I'm going to go double click on this guy. Goes to transmit, look down here. No audio, even though the transmit LED is on. I get no output. If I stop and I start again, enable transmit in the same sequence, I didn't make it. But then it'll be fine. Now it's going to be fine, watch. So we're just waiting till end of sequence. Okay, get the transmit indication, transmit down there, look down there. I've got, and over here I've got output. So let's halt. Let's go to 20 meters. Change antennas. I'm going to tune. Okay, switch it over, I'll erase just for clarity. And we have to wait 15 seconds to get some output. So all we've done is we've changed bands. Okay, so let's go click on this guy. Double click. See, we're transmitting. It says we're transmitting. I go down here. The transmit LED is on, but see how there's no output right here? We should be seeing 4 bars. If I stop, I start again. I didn't make it. If I do that in the same sequence, if I halt and I re-enable, then in this case, because of the explanation, I didn't make it. I didn't make it in the same. But now we've halted, we've re-enabled, and the next sequence comes up, transmitting. See, I have output over there. I have output right here, and the transmit LED is on. So let's go back. We'll show you one more time. And I'm sorry for the shaky camera work. I'm going to go back to 30 meters. This time I'll erase, I'll tune. All right, and now we're waiting for output. And unfortunately, sorry for the long video, but it'll show the problem. And we're just waiting for end of sequence again. Okay, so here's a guy, doesn't matter who I choose, let's say W6RHB. So I double click on him, it says I'm transmitting, go down here, look at this. See, the transmit LED is on and there's no output. Now I'll try to do this fast enough to say halt. Well, I can't do it because of the next time it's going to be fine. So we're just waiting in the sequence again, and you'll see that it'll transmit with audio properly. Okay, so transmitting, go down here, transmit LED, and look at that, there's the audio. So let's go back to 20. You get the idea. What I want to do is, what I'm going to do this time is I want to go to the band, and I will just, I'll show you what happens. Erase. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a double click on the guy, then halt, and then enable again, and you'll see what happens. Okay, so there's a guy, I say, okay, so I should be transmitting, I go down here, oh, and this time I am transmitting. So it is intermittent, it is reproducible, but I wonder if it has something to do with it being a CQ, because it wasn't, because this guy, the guy wasn't calling CQ. Right, so I should try this, we'll change bands, go back to 30 meters, tune, erase, now we're just waiting for, so that's interesting characteristic. I didn't, just for demo, I just clicked on the guy that was already in the QSO. Let's see, we have to wait one more sequence probably we're going to have to wait one more sequence. This time I'm going to click on a guy, I'll click on a guy that is not calling CQ, and we'll see if that makes a difference. Okay, so let's G4HQ, he's not calling CQ. There. Nope, look, no output. Transmit LED is on, no outputs. And now what I'm going to try to do is I will halt, re-enable. Now look, I have output. If I could do that, if I halt and I re-enable TX in the same sequence, then it is fine. And so anyway, I'm sorry the video is so long, and turn this thing around, and so in any case, that is it, and I will upload this to YouTube or something so you can see it and send you the link. Thank you very much, and really appreciate it. It's fantastic. I can say I'm a software developer for many, and developer for many decades and everything myself. So I realize it's such a you make supreme effort on this, and I don't think people appreciate how much work goes into it. So anyway, I'll email the link to you. That is it. Thank you for taking the time.